All right, so welcome. I'm very excited to finally get to interview you, Vanessa. For everybody else who isn't me, and obviously it won't know you, except maybe having seen previous stuff on the Facebook page of Micro Budget Film Lab. We're talking to Vanessa Perez de Somo Carrera. Soma Carrera. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah, nice, nice. That's great.
And she is the founder of the Craft Film Festival, which is having its first year in Barcelona this year on the 7th, 8th, and 9th of April at the Cinema Girona.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about that and talk about some of the stuff you've done. I was looking at your bio. You've done a lot of stuff. You did two films, two micro budget films that went to Sitges, which is also probably a terrible pronunciation, but is a very well known film festival and a very prestigious film festival. You started Art Attack, which I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to ask you about that. And you're from Paris. You've worked in PR. You've done a lot of stuff, and that's really cool. And
Yeah.
and you're not stopping. Now you've started a festival for
No.
micro budget films. What? Why would you do this crazy thing?
You have to feel alive, no? It's like when you run. I'm a fan of running, so you have to feel your heart beating. So I am a person with a lot of energy. So I need to canalize this energy in this in making things happen, no? And in I'm thinking in Spanish. That's really crazy now. That's going to be very. So I like to connect people between one another and make the thing happen. I'm that kind of person. The Gilles Gambino, which I produced the two feature films, the two micro budget feature films that went to Sitges, used to call me Vanokia, like connecting people. No, so
Nice.
that's this kind of thing. But yes, I'm very happy, and also I'm very proud because I'm thinking about my roots. Actually, about it's also this project is about really a art project that I'm doing now, and I'm very grateful and very. Proud of my family. It's kind of a transmission stuff, It's like my last step to kind of duty of memory about the roots of my grandfather, who was a director assistant during the Civil War. He was really engaged in the anarchist movement, and he was also a journalist during the Civil War. He participated and he wrote for various newspapers in Spain about cinema. He was also a correspondent for the Cinémathèque Française. When I came to my roots here in Barcelona, it's been like now 7 years. I found in my dad's flat. So I found letters of
Oh wow.
Henri Langlois, and I was really and I found like a collection of movie posters that my dad used to keep from his own dad. So it's kind of a transmission. I don't know. I felt like doing it, but before arriving where I am now, I was very very lucky to. Sorry for my English.
No, 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 it's better than my Spanish. So.
Okay, I was very lucky to meet all the people I've met on my camino, no, on my way, and I think there is no casualty. No, I don't know. There is something in the universe that uh, that uh, that is happening. You don't meet people like randomly. I think it's because you I don't know, because you when you believe in something, you want to create it and you go for
Hmm.
it, you attract people uh, who are basically who are in the same energy as you know.
Hmm.
I think yeah, I actually I've tested this during this year that I'm in Spain since 7 years. So no, I'm very grateful, actually, very very happy to to do that what I do. So
Hmm.
it's really confused because I'm thinking in Spanish, so it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah. I do the same thing when I have to speak Spanish. I have to think in English first, and
yeah,
I have to send it to the translation center, and it has to
yeah,
go through the bureaucracy of my translation center, and then by the time it comes out, it makes no sense. So you're making more sense than I usually do.
yeah,
But I get what you're saying. I mean, and that's I think a big part of micro budget filmmaking or craft or artisanal filmmaking, as you put it in your materials, is that so much of it is about people finding each other and drawing upon each other their strengths and creating something that otherwise wouldn't exist in the world, and that's an amazing thing. And
exactly.
it brings you in contact with other people who are similarly motivated to create
Yeah,
those connections and those networks, which is, I always say to people, on Micro Budget Film Lab, that that's how important that is, that team building, that community building,
yeah,
because without it, it doesn't happen. It's not possible. There's you
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
you,
And you have to start from craft, to start from scratch, to start from craft.
hmm
I think you don't have to wait. If you have an idea or if you have a project, you just have to go for it. I mean, it's also the festival is also about that. It's about encouraging all the DIY, yeah, do it yourself thing,
yeah.
um, because we are like. Uh, we are submerged of about the society of consumption, no, about the so I think it's yeah, there is a lot of people who are doing stuff with their own hands, doing their craft beer, for example, doing their proper brand of starting their stuff, on their own.
hmm
And I think this is really important for the human being, in the globalization we are in,
hmm
you know to find again is purpose. I think we have all many purposes, and when you find your purpose, you have to go for it, and you don't have to depend on the fashion, on the industries, on the. I think the more you are independent, you know
hmm
I don't know if I explain it really if it's understandable, but I mean it's really important to uh, to keep to keep it independent. I mean to not to. I'm thinking in Spanish. That's horrible. We have to get this interview and start again. Uh,
No.
yes, it's about this. It's about encouraging the DIY in the area of globalization.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
it
no,
could.
I mean, I think I understand what you're saying. I mean, so much of life now is that the individual people get caught up in these enormous bureaucratic machines, and they're just they do one small thing and they don't even see how it's connected to anything else, and so it alienates them from themselves, from their own spirit.
Yeah, yeah,
And to be able to find your way back to a kind of direct relationship with a total project, a total thing.
yeah. I think it's more. It's also it's valuing like value. It's valuing the human being, the
hmm
people. It's not about the final result. As we say in the video, it's about valuing the people and not the product. Actually, because cinema making films is a human adventure. It's really hard. Actually, it's like you have to deal with many emotions
hmm
about many characters. You have to be really patient. I made mistakes on the two feature films with Jill because it was really hard, but I learned from it. I learned now what is my position. You always learn from your experience. So, but it's really hard, but it's something that worth it. I mean, when all the energy you create you need to create art is I don't know, it's really fulfilling, and you feel alive. And for me, I mean I'm always surrounded by people who create things, and it's I think this is I also do some kind of photography stuff on my own, but really like amateur. But
hmm
I think it's really important because the world is unreal. So we have to create our own reality. I mean, what is happening now politically? the world is going crazy, and about in the news you always heard about the bad stuff happening, not about the people who are changing the world. I mean, you have to check on the internet to find which because there is a lot of stuff, good stuff happening. So yes, my mission. I don't know if I have a mission. I'm on the earth. We have all mission. I think, but it's to be to be the portavoz, no, in Spanish,
Yeah.
of this generation of as you do also of this people who want to create, and they need voices. They need to be heard. So the festival for me was really the all the experiences I had. It was the result. It was like, okay, what all of my experiences in Paris, in Barcelona, in different jobs, what I've learned from them. This is like the acme, no, of what it is, of what it has to be.
Yeah.
It's like a continuity, It's like, and also like the transmission, no, of family and homage. So yeah, I think it's people has to not everyone is as how fuck I'm looking for my words. It's really horrible. um, I think we need people who do stuff, like you, like we need people who are moving their fucking ass to do because you can't just watch TV and eat stuff and I mean, the
Yeah.
world, there is people for everything. So, but I'm feeling more comfortable myself in moving stuff, and I like people, so I need them also. So
So how did I mean this? The Craft Film Festival seems to have come together very quickly in terms of like the momentum that's built. When we and I first connected, I don't
yeah,
know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was really just getting started, and then suddenly all these new faces were appearing on your website of all these new collaborators and programmers and
yeah,
designers and all these new people, and you seem to have really kind of tapped into a real vein of enthusiasm, and
yeah.
talk a
Yeah,
bit
I'm
about
really
that.
lucky, and I want to thank them actually because I have different people who have met since I don't like to say career because I don't like this word, but my way, my camino, my road, my yeah,
Hmm.
and some of them just saw what was happening on the internet and just asked me, "Can I help you to watch films?" And I said, "No, you are not helping me. You are going to be my programmer. Do you want to be my programmer?" So I didn't look for them. Actually, they came, and that's great. That's kind of that's the best thing that could happen actually, because some are friends from 10 years. I think about Aurore, which is in Paris. She's working for Agathe Film. So I know her from a very long time, and this is basically the occasion to connect with all these people. And there is other people that I've always been there for me and sharing my stuff and helping me to do this to micro budget filter film. So I naturally call them and invite them on this project because I think this is good when some people are here for you. You get back to them and said, "Hey, you were there for me at this time. So do you want to join this? Do you want to join the boat and to be part of this crazy project which is nobody's paid and
Yeah.
and so yeah, I'm very very thankful and also about the social network because it helped me a lot
Hmm.
actually. Um, so so yeah, I don't know. I feel really full of good vibration, good people, and very enthusiastic stuff. And we are starting to have a very nice selection actually.
Oh yeah.
Very yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we have I can confirm now that we have three films. I can't tell more, but One was at the Fantastic Fest, which is a Korean movie,
Hmm.
really special Korean movie. We have a first feature film of a guy from Denmark, I think. Really interesting one. Really interesting. We have, I mean, we have many. We have another from Ukraine or Bulgaria. Or this is about the programmer I have.
Hmm.
They are bringing good stuff in this festival. So yes, yes, I in Spanish. I'm thinking I have to thank my team actually really in this, and they are putting a lot of effort in this project. And I know it's very hard because nobody is getting paid
Hmm.
now, but we are going to go further and further, and I'm on it
Hmm.
actually.
That's
I
great.
eat craft,
Yeah, yeah.
craft, and I talk craft, so I don't know what can I do.
You, that's funny. So now there's going to be 9 feature films. That's the plan.
Actually, yes, but my thought was if we have like 6 films that are good, I don't want to project, bad films. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so actually, yes, yes, yes. I think we are going to have 9. I think it's quite possible because now between all the programmers and also about the spy eyes, there is people who are helping us watching also. That we don't talk about them, but actually they exist and they help us a lot because there is we have received like more than 150 film.
Whoa, that's a lot of
Yeah,
films.
that's a lot of hours, like
Yeah, yeah.
and going crazy. So yeah, yeah, they help us a lot. So we are going to have a final a kind of a first selection about the 7th of March,
Hmm.
approximately, and after we'll reduce to have 9, hopefully,
Okay,
and we
okay.
will drink a lot of craft beer after.
Yeah, yeah.
We will need them.
No doubt, no doubt. So what's the festival going to look like? There'll be films. Is there going to be other stuff going on? Other like parties,
I hope so. Yeah,
things like
yesterday.
that?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, we had a meeting with a girl of brands of craft beer, which appeared to be a really great meeting. So we are talking very soon with her to see how we can manage to have some parties, craft parties. The idea is to have a press conference, a bit like kind of in the bar with some craft beers and some bloggers and stuff. And next step will be like parties to have some para recaudar dinero, no,
Hmm.
and some funds,
Yeah, yeah. Para
funds,
ganar, vale,
craft,
vale.
funds. So a lot of drinking and a lot of funding.
Hmm.
It's going to be the idea. I mean, at the very we have 40 days of campaign on the Verkami platform. So maybe at the middle of the campaign, we'll do that parties and party of inauguration. We'd love to.
Hmm.
If we work with this brand, now I can't tell because it's not closed.
Hmm.
So if we work with them, they are opening a nave, industrial space
Okay.
where they do their own beer actually.
Hmm.
And the big opening of this nave industrial I don't know how to fabric, yeah,
Fabrica, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
like
It's gonna be in March.
a brewery.
Exactly, a brewery. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Brewery. So yes, we are really excited, but there is a lot of work actually going on, and a lot of films, and but yeah, it's kind of a dream come true. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like to say this kind of speech because it's very, you can fulfill your dream and stuff. I'm not into that, but I think when one is happy, he can make everybody else happy, I think. And
Yeah, yeah. So now you mentioned in there, but just to go a little deeper into it, that you're running a fundraising campaign. I mean, I should say that it's free, has been free to enter
yeah,
your film, so it's a free festival in that sense. I assume it won't be free to enter the theaters. People will pay to get in the theaters, which makes sense. but you're running this kind of a GoFundMe or Indiegogo campaign. I can't remember what the platform is.
The platform is the Spanish platform, actually, named Verkami platform. Today or tomorrow, we're going to have the English version and the French version because it's a lot of work. We are a little team, so so yes, it's the first people who want the first fund start at 5. So you have a craft hug.
Yeah.
You are very lucky to have a craft hug. You come to Barcelona to have your hug. For 9, you already have 2 tickets for to see 2 films, or to see one film with another person for 9 euros. So in theater it would be 5. So we make a little discount of €1 if you buy online. And basically, this is it. We are selling the tickets. When you fund the crowdfunding, you have some tickets to go to see the film. For the people who are not in Barcelona or like you are in Granada, and I hope you come to my festival. I will be very very glad to see you there. The people who can't, we are thinking about making some kind of torture bags, or with the eyes, which are the thing of our campaign of the vision, like
the logo or the brand. Yeah,
change your vision and stuff. And yes, basically this is and the more you give, of course, the more we will give you. So you're gonna be invited at the party. You're gonna drink beers and. Yes, basically this is this. We are selling tickets to the theater because we didn't know in what we could offer. I think this is fair, no?
Yeah. No, it's a great idea to pre-sell tickets that way is really smart. I mean, people do it with films. You kind of pre-sell your movie through your crowdfunding campaign.
We'll see.
Yeah,
it's just started, but I hope it's going to be better. And day by day, I'm hoping. I'm touching wood now.
Yeah. They're a lot of work. I send you good energy, having done a few crowdfunding campaigns. I know,
this is really hard.
Yeah, I know you've done them as well. You know what you're in for. It's like lots of emailing and pestering people.
Yeah. You have to be really creative also, and you have to try to adapt your communication to everybody. You can't talk to your friend like as you talk to your audience. I mean.
Yeah.
And this is really like hard work because you always have to be innovative and creative. But that's great. That's great. I'm really happy to do it. Yes, I'm really happy to finally see this project coming.
No, it's great. It's very exciting. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I do want to remind people again the dates are April 7th, 8th, and 9th, correct, at the Cinema Girona in Barcelona. And, if you ever need an excuse to go to Barcelona, this is a great excuse to go there because Barcelona is a great city and this is going to be an awesome film festival. So I will happily send out a link to people with the GoFundMe or the crowdfunding link to people. And I can't wait to see how things come together in the last 6 weeks. It's like not that long.
Yes, me too. Yes. I'm going to eat craft, smell craft, run craft.
Well, in North America, there is you can buy a box of craft dinner, right? It's like macaroni and cheese, so that's all you need. Yeah, it's really disgusting, but kids all love it.
Okay, I'm going to end up like a craft woman, like I'm
Yeah. There's the craft lady.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Sean, for this interview. Sorry, guys, for my English. I have a Spanish, French head, so I thinking.
Yeah.
So kind of try my best. I hope I was clear. And anything you need, you just write to me. I will be glad to answer any question. just you can send your film also. Now it's not free, but you can send because it was free all during all the call for entry. But you can still send your film for 10 euros. We won't get any money. Film
Mhm.
Freeway will have some, they have to have to go on the certain amounts.
Oh, okay.
So we don't do that for the money actually.
Hmm.
Uh, so you can send your film until the 28th of February. And yes, a disfrutar del cine. Huh? Yeah, as we say in Spanish.
Hmm.
So that's
Okay.
it. I'm done. I'm going to go to my craft.
Okay. Enjoy your craft beer. Bye 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 bye.